It's just she normally does, though.
Sometimes, especially if she's like sort of coming after work, or if she just has nothing to do for ages beforehand. So if she's bored, but like I think she's probably going from work to home to there. So hello everybody. I was ice bucketed by this little muppet over here, Mr. Tibb.
Has it been posted yet?
It has indeed. Yeah, it was actually posted quite quick. Harvey literally did it straight after we did it. I didn't realise for ages, so have a look-see, why don't you? There it is. I feel like I underdid it slightly on the enthusiasm, but my voice still hurts generally, and I was being covered in ice and water, so how excited can you be, really? Knock knock.
We will get Harvey to do it.
We will get Harvey to do it.
Whether he has agreed to it or not.
Oh, apparently Holly nominated Harvey. I didn't realise Holly did it. Do you want to look up Holly's TikTok real quick? She posted it on there.
What do you mean you wanted it more on your head, mate? It all went on your head.
There was quite a lot on my head, to be fair, but I actually just would have rather it all gone over my head and down rather than it was sort of on my lap, majority of it.
Yeah, because it fell off your head.
Well, yeah, obviously, but not all of it actually hit my head properly. Because I the thing is, and what I find not like strange, I get that it's like kind of crazy for some people, but also I quite like an ice plunge, and so the ice bucket challenge for me is it's not really a challenge, it's just a backwards ice plunge. So I'm sort of like, great, I'll do it, but where does she do this? Oh, that must be Mum's house. I do like how she just did it.
I nominate Kian DeCrow, sorry Kian, Harvey Mills as Max did, oh my god I'm so cold, and Tessa Maguire. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, so she literally must have just done that then.
Yeah, an hour ago.
So she was following on from me. I think if I hadn't done it, there we go, she probably would have nominated me, to be fair. Thank you, Liv. Right, Tills, what do we do? What do we talk about? What's the agenda for today? You just gonna sit on your phone?
No.
Oh. What can we do?
We should have done the ice bucket challenge on live.
That would have been fun, but
maybe we could go live when we do it to Harvey.
we could do that.
Except we might have to just be filming it because he might not know about it, and it's hard to do it.
I don't think we're going to be able to get him whilst not knowing about it.
We are. We definitely will. You know, he always does his ab workouts in the garden.
Yeah. He's going to see us filling something up with ice.
Refill it. It will work, trust me.
You're not. He's too switched on for that, I'm afraid. If you'd have said, I don't know if you'd have said Paul, I'd have been like, yeah, absolutely.
I could do it right now, and you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you'd be fine. But Harvey, unfortunately, not.
I know how to do it because I know.
Harvey is currently at the gym. I don't know whether he'll be back in time for when we end this live, but probably going to have to wrap this at like 1:45 kind of thing. I will say the raids we did yesterday were absolutely fantastic. Like, I really did enjoy that. I don't think we'll do it today, but we will do it in future again because it's just so much fun, and you guys absolutely nailed that, so thank you to the people that did get involved with that. And just generally it's nice to sort of spread around and and I suppose it doesn't initially come across as positivity, but spread positivity to other people's lives through something as harmless as a broccoli, rather than other people that do it, whether it be bots or nasty things. Thank you, Matthew, and anyone else gifting.
Everyone except the last guy thought it was bots.
Well, admittedly, they're reasonably large streamers in their own rights, kind of thing, because they're actually doing something that's a discernible talent. So they're probably used to either seeing stuff like that or having stuff like that happen, so their mind will go straight to that. The guy that had 20 people in his live has probably not seen much of live streaming, so he was probably just sort of like, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, no, both the first two people were so funny that we did it to. But yeah, anyone got any questions for us? I suppose that's what's happening today. Otherwise, we'll just be sitting here in silence, really. I'm not really seeing any questions we haven't answered before. Do you know how to drive? I do. Do you?
Yes.
When did you learn how to drive?
Many, many years ago.
Oh, okay. How many?
Like 3 or 4.
Oh, crazy. You would have been 10.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy age to learn to drive that. There is, I saw this kid once driving like crazy sort of stunt car type things, and he's like a really small kid as well. He's like 6 or 7. I was quite impressed by that. What's your favourite part about doing the podcast? There's a good question. What's your favourite part, Tils? When it ends.
I like when Harvey shuts up.
Yeah, that's always a good bit. Facts. I like being able to talk about stuff we probably wouldn't normally talk about if not provoked, kind of thing. Because we do get to have a lot of interesting conversations with each other. And I'm just surprised other people want to watch them, to be honest.
Today, we were in live and we were doing this it's really funny, but it doesn't sound funny. But it's like a quiz. And you do it and you answer the most random questions, like how much you like stuff and dislike stuff. So how much you like helping people figure out their problems, how much you like being given instructions, very strict instructions. It was random stuff, like how much you like working or operating a machine, or how much would you like to handle vehicles, vans, stuff.
This sounds like a job application questionnaire.
Well, it was, in the end, it would tell you what would be good for you. So a lot of the time I got the first time I got director, actor, and circus performer.
Nice.
And then I got singer, dancer, actor, model, circus performer again. I got MD.
Sounds like you need to join the circus, Stills.
I got MD. I got composer.
As in music director.
Yeah, composer. And what do you know?
Producer.
Yeah, producer. I got all of them, and then you could go down, and it would rank from what you what they strongly recommend, and then what they don't as much recommend for you. And then we had all our own profiles, and ages ago we were doing this thing for drama, and me and my friend were searching up stuff, and then she searched up me, and there's this photo of me when I was I don't even know how old, but I'm like this, winking just barely, and she thought it was really funny. So you could make a profile picture for your profile. So we made it that, and then my other friend, she decided that she wanted to make it. First off, she made it this photo when I had like pink hair at the bottom, and then she made it like whenever you search up my name, it comes up with like, have you ever seen the people do like this person versus this person? So one of them was like Tilly versus Naz Norris, and she decided to make that her profile picture, and it's just so random.
What is this versus? What's the?
It's just.
What's the goal?
I'll try to find it.
Do you like fight to the death or?
No. There's a different one. I mean, this is the photo I was talking about.
That was funny.
This
This is a YouTube video.
I know. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. We've never watched it, but that's just the cover of it.
Huh.
And my friends always find that one. And this is the one that me and my friend made our profile picture.
That is funny. Yours should forever be you having come in from being in mud.
I don't know if that photo's ever been posted though.
That is a good picture of you.
What is this?
That must have been like Lively or something.
That one's funny.
That is funny.
Who's that? I don't think the mud one's ever been posted.
Well, a lot of football questions, unprovoked as well. I mean, I suppose I can answer for the people asking. I support Manchester United, which not the best flex at this current point in time in any way. Thank you so much, random person, because I can't see your username. That's a shame. And thank you, Gracie. And what is with all the football stuff going on? Yeah, support Man United. I didn't actually see what other questions were asked football-wise, but I'm pretty upset about it right now. Yeah, congrats to Liverpool, I suppose. Thanks, Charlie. Ty and Eve.
Been posted.
Yeah, Liverpool won the Premier League yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah.
Called it.
Did you know that?
Yeah. That's why I said I support Liverpool.
Thanks, Charlie. No, don't do that.
Why?
Because Dad'll be quite upset.
I've already told him.
Oh dear.
I think he wants to disown me, and I'm okay with that.
Fair. But yeah, no, United have been pretty appalling recently, unfortunately. But it's alright. Can only go up from here. So you've got to tell yourself. Thanks, Amy. Liverpool. Such a jarring accent, isn't it?
And you just did it by choice.
Yeah, I suppose.
By your own free will.
Dream guest on the podcast.
Dream guest on my podcast. No, I can't.
Don't you diss Jojo here. We love Jojo.
I'm not
in this
dissing
household.
her.
Thank
I'm
you,
just
Bo.
doing a very good reenactment.
No, she did. That one was funny, to be fair, and I think she knows what she did. Who would actual dream guest on the podcast be?
Naz Norris.
Dream.
Or Biggie Norris, yes. I think I'd just be
Dream
crying
guest.
the whole time.
Why would you be crying?
Because imagine, like, being, like, this close to one of the Norris nuts. Like, that is, like,
I wish.
worldwide
I
cool.
wish not to have to imagine.
Also,
that.
they've never been to the UK, which I find highly offensive because they always used to talk about how they were going to come on a trip to the UK, they were going to come to the UK.
You've never been to Australia?
Yes, but it's different because they were going to go to America, then go to the UK, and now they've been to America and they're going to go to America again, and they don't want to come to the UK. Actually, they've already been to America twice if you count Hawaii.
My dream guest or guests on the podcast, and this is I actually haven't thought about this that much because it probably is someone I would prefer, but Theo Von or Sean and Marley. Get down with Sean and Marley.
The other one would be Casey.
Casey is great. We love Casey, and that's actually probably doable because we know Casey. But type in Get Down with Sean and Marley. They are utterly fantastic.
Sorry.
TikTok will do, I think.
What is it?
Get Down with Sean and Marley. There you go. Yeah. And that's Theo Von as well, so just click on this one. So these 3 people are my dream guests.
But what kind of girls do you like?
I got one girl.
You have a girlfriend?
This is so random.
Yeah, but they're great.
Where did you meet her?
Yeah, I know her. I was in school together.
Oh, hell yeah.
You never been in school before?
So would you like them to cook while they're on the podcast?
No, they don't have
Or,
to cook. That is kind of their thing, to be fair. They do love cooking. But I just think both of them are fantastic characters. And then the stuff that Theo Von did with them was also fantastic. So, yeah, they would. I would lose my shit if we managed to either of them, you know, get on the same podcast kind of thing. Yeah, if you guys don't know who Sean and Marley are, get down with them because that shit's fantastic. Go give them a look. I promise you won't regret it.
I think that's what you call. That's where you come in with the word opposite
Tung,
or
tung, tung,
antonym.
tung, 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 tung.
Oh. Would you rather
Yep.
Paul Mills or Leo Mills
In what sense?
on the podcast?
On the podcast, Leo.
Why?
Because I don't want Paul on the podcast. Or Mum.
Would you rather mum or dad on the podcast?
I'd rather neither, but I actually think
He's gonna
Mum.
say. Oh, I thought you were gonna say the other one.
Mainly because Paul knows what he's doing too much and he'd get too comfortable with it. And I'd actually prefer to have someone that's like Mother, slightly unaware and uncomfortable with it, because then it's easier to make better jokes.
Yeah.
Whereas Paul would probably just ruin most jokes that I'm sure everyone else would find funny, but I would not find that funny and it would wind me up. So, yeah.
But I'm the same with Leo.
Which I get that. I do get that. But we can manage Leo. We'll make it happen. Don't you worry. I just bought a new mic. It's actually back there on the sofa. So we got 4 now.
How much of that?
It wasn't that expensive. Got it off eBay.
What?
Because I looked on Amazon and I'm like, that shit's crazy. And I looked on eBay and there's brand new mics for like 1/3 of the price. And I was like, fantastic.
Yeah, but I paid for mine.
You did, and you paid for a really good, nice one, to be fair. But that'll be good for, like, you know, recording and stuff in future as well. Well, to be honest, I feel a bit bad because those are pretty much just as good, but yours has a few extra features that they don't have. So,
Joe or Paul on the podcast?
Joe.
Joe or Leo on the podcast?
Joe.
Joe or Dobby on the podcast?
Joe.
Joe or you on the podcast?
Joe.
I agree with that.
Joe is our auntie, for anyone wondering. And she is just a bloody hoot, is all I can say. She's brilliant.
Also, another thing with Leo coming on the podcast is before it's been like 2 girls and two boys. It's going to be 3 guys against me.
Mm-hmm. And we're all your brothers as well.
awful. That is like horrible. That's why I'd rather have Dobby as well though, because Dobby doesn't feel as like...
Dobby feel more feminine to you?
Well, I feel like him and Harvey's feminine mixes enough, whereas, to be fair, Leo can be quite feminine as
I'm
well.
going to tell him you said that,
What?
Dobby. That you called Dobby feminine.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, I just realised we're missing my favourite sport. Dobby
Darts.
spotting
Oh.
on Baller League. It's currently happening.
Oh.
I'm actually really upset about that, and I'm going to
He has a weird thing for darts as well, though.
continually miss it as well. And apparently Speed's there today, so it's quite a relatively big deal.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm personally not fussed by that either, but obviously you can't take it away from him that he is literally the biggest person on social media at the moment. So,
Haven't seen him.
game's the game. You've seen Speed before.
Yeah, but at the moment...
No, recently I haven't, but the reason you haven't is because he's been doing so much travelling to different countries and growing even bigger. Because he just does, like, in real life streams with creators from those specific countries to get other eyeballs on him, and then more people are sticking around and watching him because it's so smart. It's just ridiculously smart. Like, that type of marketing for him is just going to be unreal. He's going to be one of the most expensive to work with people on the planet because, like, he's just going to be known everywhere. So fair respect to Speed, and he's only like, what, 20 or something, 21 maybe. He's just a guy, but kids love him, so... What was your favourite toy as a child? That's a good question. I don't know if this is like definitely confirmed favourite, but only because we actually found it the other day when we were clearing out the cabin. Tills, you know the little red stool
that was
that you could sit. So it's like, it would actually nowadays probably be known as like a how do I phrase this? Take this in the best way possible, but like an autism toy. So just something for a neurodivergent brain to use. But it was basically this little, like an ADHD chair. So it was literally very low to the floor and was sort of perfectly fit around your lower half, and you could literally just spin for fucking ages.
I liked that one, but what else did I
And
like?
you couldn't get me out of that shit, so...
We definitely did, because you shared it with Harvey.
Well, yeah, but we would probably beat each other up over who got to use it.
I think one of mine was this, like... It was a I think it was a unicorn. Yeah, it was. It was a unicorn, but it was like a robot. It looked like a unicorn on the outside, but it was like a mechanical unicorn. And there were these I can't remember what colour they were. I think they were purple strawberries, and like you would feed it to the unicorn, and like the horn would light up, and it would be like, oh, and make that noise. And I just really enjoyed that.
That was your favourite toy?
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you for that.
I just really like the strawberry, especially.
Do you not remember the brand of toy? Do you not remember what it was called?
No.
Oh.
I got it from Father Christmas. Probably like... You could probably find it in like, was it Smith's? I was going to say Toys R Us, but I'm pretty sure that's closed now.
Yeah, Toys R Us is donezo. That was crazy when that happened. Kind of Amazon's fault, really. But game's the game. Life goes on. Thank you, Brianna. I'm really annoyed now because I want to be watching Dobby on Baller League.
Watch Dobby then.
But I'm here. We're chilling with the live. I can't just ditch him like that.
These are the decisions you must
I
make
know.
in life.
I know. I totally forgot, and that's on me.
Isn't it being recorded or no?
I think I actually might be recording them, to be fair. I don't want to watch the whole thing, though. Like, it's such a long event. I was saying this to Dad and Leo. I think if they move forward, I don't know whether they'll be able to afford this, and also it's a little bit of a hassle getting, you know, everyone in one place on 2 different days. My pitch would be that they split it up into 2 days and do 2 like 3-hour sessions rather than one long, what is it? It's like 5.5, 6 hour session. It's kind of a crazy amount of sports to watch in one go. But if it's working for them, like, I don't know the stats. I don't know like their analytics on it. So it might be working. I might be completely wrong. But me personally, it would just probably work better as 2 different days, and then people can kind of pick which teams they want to watch a little bit easier. People really want a broccoli raid. Can't really do it right now, unfortunately, just because I don't trust Tilly. And unless you want to do it. Do you want to do it?
No, I don't trust me either, to be honest.
We'll do it another time, guys. Don't worry. There's plenty of time. People will always be live, so don't you worry. I'm a little bit knackered today, I'll be honest, conserving my energy, because me and Tilly are going to go do some flips later, aren't we, Tills?
Yeah.
So I need to just stay calm, peaceful mind, and all that. What was your guys' first words? I know what mine was. I actually don't know what Tilly's was. I'll remember it if she says it. But
What was yours? Like more?
Mine and Harvey's was share, I think.
I thought it was more.
No, we signed more, but I think we said share first. I'll double check that
I'm so
with
mad at mine. And I
Mum.
don't think it should count, but mine's peas.
Peace. Yeah, I remember that. Tilly said peas funny. You did love peas, to be fair. You like...
I don't really like them that much anymore, though.
You didn't even eat them, you just absorbed them.
Because I remember
You were basically
apparently
one big
sometimes
pea.
all I would have for dinner is peas.
Mhm.
I genuinely just wouldn't eat anything else.
This guy loves peas.
No, loved. I don't really like them that much anymore.
Broccoli now, eh?
Actually, I like sweet corn.
I like sweet corn.
I like
Yeah.
how it pops.
I'm a little bit weird. Like I will eat like green veg and stuff, but I'm not huge on it. But if it's been seasoned really well, then fantastic. But I'm much more of a fan of like sweet corn, carrots.
But I don't like cooked carrots.
I don't mind either way, to be honest. I'm trying to think what other vegetables. Don't really have that many vegetables. I prefer fruit.
Yeah, I prefer fruit.
Hey, Spud Bro saying spuds. I actually, do you know what? I do love a good potato. I must admit, and this should probably change, and should probably change via you guys as well. But I haven't had many jacket potatoes in my lifetime. I know.
I definitely have.
Gasp. What, murder me. But when I have a potato, it's normally like a roast potato. Or one thing I hate, I cannot do those little tiny new potatoes. What are they called? Do you know what I mean? Like the boiled ones. Can't do that. They taste like soap to me. But jacket potatoes, I've just like, it's never been something I've gone for, if you know what I mean. But the Spud Bros ones do look fantastic, I must admit. So I'll have to give that a go at some point. Maybe we could do a video with them, Tills. They're pretty into their content, are the Spud Bros, and they're pretty good at it as well. I wonder if they'd let you make one. For a real customer as well. Maybe we just send Dobby round. Or like find someone that can pretend to be a real customer, because I don't think you'd get away with that.
No.
Tilly doesn't know how to cook.
No,
Oh,
I do. I'm better than you.
are you?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
They said to collab. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Spud Bros. We're so down for that. What is really interesting about this is we're actually... Well, actually, I don't know what like the situation with them is, but we technically have the same manager. But we just haven't really crossed paths as of yet. But yeah, no, we'd definitely be up for that. We'll be here for 15 more minutes, everyone, so get your questions in if you have them. Thank you, Phaser and Nevea. But yeah, I'm going to need to dedicate a small amount of time to trying to spot Dobby on TV, even though I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, favourite place Chef Daniel took you now? That's a good question, because he has taken us to a couple places. Do you know what I can do? Because it comes straight to mind. Thank you, America. Apologies to switch the question up on you, but least favourite place. Luckily for them, because I don't want to like slow anyone. I never like doing it. But there was this one place, I will say where it was, but I can't remember what the shop was called. But it was like it wasn't regular bao buns, it was like weird bao buns with meat in the middle, and it was like a whole encased thing. And it was in Chinatown. I have never felt, admittedly, I think I was already slightly feeling ill before I had the food, but the food made me feel so much worse. To the point where I don't even like I used to love bao buns. I can't eat bao buns anymore. Like, after that, I was like, I feel so unbelievably ill from eating this. I was just checked out. And Daniel did take us there, unfortunately. But that's not to say his suggestions aren't normally his suggestions are normally ridiculously good, and he takes us to some amazing places. So, where is the best? I mean, I'll be real. It kind of has to be where he worked for ages, which was a Fat Duck. Like, that was just the most surreal food experience I've ever had in my life. But in terms of good food, like putting Fat Duck aside, because of course it's good food, it's Michelin star. Where, Tills? Where's he taken us?
I literally don't know.
You weren't there, to be fair, ever, but I'm looking to you here. Oh, it's a tricky one. I've forgotten. I've given you an answer. There we go. I won't get too hopped up on that question. Favourite Pringles flavour? I think we know Tilly's answer.
Paprika.
Mine, I'm actually... Tills, I'm a bit of a slut for original Pringles.
Original?
Yeah. Thanks, Connor, I think.
Oh, do you know what I absolutely hate? Is the green Pringles.
Thanks, Amy. Green.
I think
the
they're
sour
like
cream. Oh no, I kind of like those.
No, because
but...
I'm sorry if when people eat them, your breath stinks.
Yeah, I get that. Do get that. Thank you, Connor.
Genuinely reeks.
But yeah, other than original, because that is pretty basic of me. The barbecue ones, I do love barbecue Pringles. Favorite childhood snack, bacon bits, and thank you, Rachel. Bacon bits are actually a childhood snack, and this is the thing. This is where it stemmed from. Our mum and dad, you know, when we went for family meals, because me and Harvey were like so picky and just wanted like loads of entertainment kind of thing, they'd always take us to like sort of buffet oriented places. So we went to the Harvester a lot. We went to Pizza Hut, like with a salad, because it was like we could do something and get it rather than just fidgeting at the table. And at both those places, they had bacon bits. And so that's sort of what like got me hooked on it. I would literally almost fill an entire bowl with bacon bits whenever I went to one of those restaurants, because I loved them so much. And then I eventually found out that I could buy them from Tesco, and my life changed. It's never been the same since. Half my diet is bacon bits, but it is what it is.
Probably Quavers.
Childhood snack.
Yeah.
Why Quavers?
Or maybe those bear things, yo-yos.
Pom bears. Oh, yo-yos. Yeah, you did eat a lot of those, to be fair.
But I do not like yo-yos anymore. I don't know why. I just really don't. But Quavers, I still like Quavers. But I very much disliked when they tried to do other flavours other than cheese.
Do you know what? I disagree. I actually quite. I know that, and I know that you disagree with the one that I disagree with. You saying that, but I love the prawn cocktail ones.
I know.
I think those quavers are actually sick. It's like it is the perfect amount of prawn cocktail flavouring, because I agree with you that it can be quite an intense flavour when not done correctly.
But I like the what's they called? Just normal. They're called Lay's in America, and I can't get that out of my head.
Walkers.
Yeah, the Walker's prawn cocktail crisps.
Did you say you do like them?
Yeah.
Oh, huh. I didn't know that. I thought you just disliked the flavour overall.
Because I also like prawn cocktail Pringles, but not that much.
Fair.
I can eat them.
I don't even know if I've had prawn cocktail Pringles. Couple more questions, and then me and Tilly are gonna get on out of here. Christ, they're all going quite quickly. Who do you think will win between Arsenal and PSG? Fingers crossed PSG. Nah, it'd be nice for Arsenal to get a win, but also I kind of like seeing them suffer because they gloat so much about nothing. They have literally won nothing, and yet they still gloat. It's like, what you gloating about there? Coming second in everything, or but yeah, no. I mean, I won't actually be like that pissed if Arsenal win, because it's always good to have an English team, you know, winning bigger leagues. Are you watching the boxing later? Who's boxing later? There was a big fight the other night, the Eubank fight, which was fantastic. I know a lot of you probably don't care about boxing, but it really was quite a good fight. Did you see it?
No.
Oh, boo. Thank you, Faye.
What's that button for?
I think it probably takes these off. Was ABBA Voyage worth it? What a question.
It depends how much of a big ABBA fan you are.
Yeah, that is definitely a key factor. The thing that obviously is going to be part of my answer is the price of the ticket. It's quite an expensive ticket.
Is it?
It really is, yeah. You're paying plus of 100 each, minimum. Yep. And I'm kind of like, you can go and see another show, you know, with decent enough seats for sort of 48 quid per ticket. And that's where I'm kind of like, if you are a big enough ABBA fan and you never got to see them live, definitely go and see that, because it's like, it's the closest you're going to get, and they do a really good job of it. But for me personally, I didn't enjoy it enough for how much the ticket cost.
And you're
I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. You don't have to stand.
Yeah, but it's a lot more apparently if you want to sit.
I don't know if it's like that much more, because it depends where you're sitting. If you're like front and center, then yeah, that's going to be a pretty hefty seat, that, because, you know, they'll charge a house seat price for it, so it'll be close to $250, I reckon. But yeah, I like Tilly said, it depends on the type of person you are. If you love ABBA, go for it. Thanks, Amelia. Womp womp. Almost there. Couple more questions we can fit in, and then me and Tilly are gonna combust simultaneously. Christ, they're going past so quick. Thank you, America.
Ooh.
Do you think Spurs will win the Europa League? I think they'll be lucky to get past the next round. No, is the answer. Did Tib get her backflip? She did indeed. Video coming soon. Sorry, there's been a bit of a queue of videos recently. sort of we just film everything when we can and post it when it makes the most sense. If something's topical, it's got to go up first and it jumps the queue. So that content will reach you eventually, I promise. It's just we have a bit more structure to how we do things nowadays. So unfortunately, you may have to be good patient boys. Sadie said, do you know what, Sadie, for the first time in a while, I didn't understand that comment, but like I want to understand it, because you said anything's better than 2023, but for me, my confusion is what the fuck happened in 2023? I've forgotten already. Now I've just got to wait for a comment, if I even see it. The posting in 2023 was bad. Yep, that sounds about right. Yeah. Trying to think what happened that year. Sadie, can you remember what we were doing that year? Because there would have been a reason, but like, probably not a good enough reason, but there would have been a reason, because we don't just stop shit for the shits and giggles. What were we doing in 2023? Oh, was it the travel? Were we doing a lot of traveling that year? And that's really shit of us as well, because we actually, admittedly, though Harvey probably should have just cracked down on the editing whilst, being on the road, it would have been tough for him, because at the end of the day, we were still relatively young and wanted to enjoy the places we were in as much as possible, rather than just churning work sort of every single hour of the day. So I get that from Harvey's perspective, especially because he has to do the majority of the editing, though I do help him now as part of the structure. We were still figuring things out in 2023 really, and getting put on a lot of cruises, so sort of living our best lives whilst figuring shit out. Thank you, Lissa and Melissa. But yeah, it's 1:45 now. Me and Tilly, we gonna bounce. But thanks for having us. We'll be back soon, I promise. And if you've not watched the podcast, go and watch the podcast on YouTube, 13 Again Pod. Thank you, America. And if you're not following us on here, feel free to drop us a follow. We make some somewhat entertaining content. I mean, you can decide for yourself. I'm not going to be your voice. If you don't like it, crack on. But yeah, follow Tilly as well. Tilly, what are your handles?
Tilly's here too on TikTok and _Tilly Mills on Instagram.
Thank you very much, Tilly.
Did you think I didn't know them or something?
And keep an eye out for exciting things to come, because they're brewing, but I'm legally obliged not to say anything. So thanks for having us. Bye, people. You just seen Dobby on Baller League. I'm gonna go kiss my screen. Right, we're off. Bye bye. Thanks for the gift, people. Well, I feel bad for people gifting.